Now they're continuing. I wonder why they waited. Very odd. Very odd indeed. So are we at war with these guys? No, we're not. I don't know why they have one of their regiments following them. That's not going to do any good. Which leader just died? That's not good. I don't know, but we'll just recruit a replacement. I think what we're going to do is actually move forward here, be a little brave, and start trying to take some Ottoman... Oh, they ran away. They are running away. Big old scary Ottoman Empire. Let's hold off then. Really need to take some of this stuff though. Want sieges over. We have to keep such a close eye on these guys. I wonder where they're going. They're probably going to try to like march in some fancy way around. The Ottomans are all about fancy marching, aren't they? Well, let's start taking some of their freaking territory, like I said. Feels good to bring the fight to these jerk faces. Before we declare peace, though, we need to remember to bring our troops back into, at least into Crimea, because they're going to be stuck forever in Poland if we don't. Yeah, they are going to... Wait, what are they doing? They're going back this way now? Yeah, they're going back this way now. Mysterious behavior of the Ottomans. There's really no reason to take this territory. I probably could just stay back here and not take the attrition, but... Wait, what just happened? Oh, they're at war with Kazakh. Those guys over there, that's fine, whatever. I thought they declared war on me. I was like, aren't we in a truce? I was not going to be happy. That's unfortunate. They're getting territory back. Like I said, it's less important than dealing with these Ottoman jerk faces. Rebels? Why would... Georgian nationalists. I don't want to fight you. I would actually like a separate country there. I don't know why you guys rose up right now. Rise up against Crimea, not me. I am not your enemy. See, we take Armenia here. Poland, sail over here pretty quick. And the Ottomans are on their way to that place again. I think they're going to go try to fight this army. Are they still at war down here? Yeah, they are. They're still trying to conquer stuff down there. So they are split. We don't have to deal with the whole fury of the Ottomans. They're going back the other way now. My God, they are indecisive. I wonder if we get the Ottomans to leave the war separate. I haven't thought of that until just now. They're not the war leader, so it's fine for them to leave separate. Let's offer them a conceit of defeat. That's getting close to being acceptable to them. Yeah. That's going to be the goal, is to separate them, and then we can just dismantle these guys at our own leisure. So if we can take one of their territories, that will probably be good enough. And they're probably going to try to attack Armenia, because there's not a lot protecting it. We're probably going to have to march back and forth in between these territories do some silly stuff, but if I didn't know that if I knew there were no Ottomans down here, I would just try to take Constantinople, because they wouldn't be able to do much of anything then. I think we'll hold off on that. No marching on Constantinople yet. Yeah, they are going for Armenia. So you guys hold the fort. March over. I'm just gonna end up having to march this army around it for ridiculous amounts of time. Yeah, because now they want to go here. That's gonna be irritating. So this will survive on the 6th. What we'll do is we'll stop this army around the 1st. And then they'll probably switch over to Armenia. And then we can switch back and forth and back and forth. So that's fine, whatever. So what I'm going to do then is I think I'm just going to cut forward now unless something happens. I'll keep recording, but I'll edit this down if... That's not good. The Ottomans just got some reinforcements there. We need to get reinforcements of our own out here. Because they're not going to be so scared to march now. Let's go ahead and raise our war taxes. Try to get our budget balanced a little bit better here. And I need to take a moment to think. Are they ready to leave the war yet? They're getting there. They're definitely getting there. Are they moving out? They are moving out to Armenia now. And I think they're going to be able to take... That is a lot of troops. So, I think we're going to call this good. Even though we can't get the Lower Don or anything out of them. Damn it. 52. We only have 35 war score. How many troops are we really talking about here? It looks like most of the Ottoman military. It's hard to tell because the stack won't say it. It looks like 33 and then another 11, but some of those are not their troops, but only 2,000 of them are not their troops. So they have 976. Yeah, they're all marching on Armenia. That's way too many. It is time to get out of this war. So, which one do we actually want out of these? I think we'll take Kharkov. So let's go ahead and sue for peace. We'll take Kharkov. Let's get them to annul their treaty with the Ottomans. And is there anything else I can get out of them? I'm at 35% war score, but sometimes you can get them to go for a little bit more. We can at least get some more gold out of them. 94. That's all pretty expensive. Cancel vassal. 2% war score to do that. Okay, let's do that. We'll call that good. Unfortunately, it's not as much as I wanted, but I think it's going to make things easier in the future trying to deal with this stuff. Good. So, I think we're going to pull everybody back. I'm going to reorganize my military, and we'll just skip forward because it's going to be a lot of just marching and stuff. So, unfortunately, Lithuania ended up grabbing 2 provinces from Crimea, and the Ottomans are now attacking, so I'm sure they're going to grab a couple too. Hopefully those get some of the ones that I don't care about that are beyond the little border with the Middle East here, pretty much there. They wouldn't be as bad. But looks like we'll be at some point in conflict with the Ottomans. But the good thing that came out of this is that Genoa picked up a province here that I'll actually be able to get a border with pretty soon. And that will give us a reason to attack them. We'll fabricate a claim. And hopefully that will get Lithuania involved in a war without getting Denmark too. And that would be pretty sweet because we can maybe break up that little block there. I got my revolts under control. It's taking forever to siege everything back. Our armies are decimated, so it's going to be a period of peace for a little bit here, definitely. Looks like the Timurids are going to take out Nogai or Nagai, whatever it is. And I'm working on trying to vassalize the Teutonic Order because they've gained independence again. And I don't really see any reason that we couldn't befriend them. So I guess first we'll go ahead and get time moving here again. If the game's a little chuggy, I have a bunch of files copying off of the hard drive in the background, so it slowed things down just a little bit here while I'm recording. Good old Fraps always taking up everything. So let's go ahead and we need to have a positive opinion of them. Okay. Well, let's get a positive opinion. I don't know why we have a negative opinion. I love those guys. They're tolerated. Okay, they're heretics. That's why. I should probably work on, if I got, like, military access to them, I bet that that would give us a positive attitude towards them. Let's go ahead and pull these guys back, actually, for a moment, then. We'll ask for military access and see if that gets us a positive here. Come on, dude, get back. And did that do it? It got us to 0. That's not positive, but it's not negative. Maybe if we get fleet basing rights, that will help too. Our economy's been kind of in the crapper for a while here. I have to fairly carefully maintain things. I really can't afford to lose that money. I think we're going to have to lose the stability. Can I recoup the stability? Because that's not going to help with the monetary situation either. That's better. Okay. And can't send anybody till September 29th. But I'm going to work on vassalizing these guys because that will give us basically a free province if we want to incorporate it later. I'm still allied with Brandenburg. I'm going to keep working on improving my relationship with them because they're a medium-sized state, but, you know, they're probably an okay ally to have. They border Denmark, which is kind of one of the reasons I want to try to... Well, they don't quite border them, I guess, but they're relatively weak, but still powerful enough that they might be able to help a little bit. That's my thinking there. A monthly fee of 0.5. We don't want that. We do not want that. Relations, improve relations. Let's see if we can get our relationship patched up there. I should probably cancel some of my other fleet basing stuff because that's costing me a lot of money. I don't need all that. Let's reduce our military maintenance even further. Try to keep this slightly in the positive because we have loans that need to be repaid and stuff. A lot of terrible stuff going on with the economy right now. It's very mysterious. Sometimes it'll go back up to normal. Sometimes it won't. I don't really know. I mean, the interest is hurting us, but it's not all that's hurting us there, so we'll figure it out. Well, we got our alliance with the Teutonic Order, so we can start working on getting the vassalization done there as well. They really do need us anyway, because they're kind of in trouble. I don't know how they got their independence from... I think they were part of Denmark or something. I don't really know how that happened, but whatever. I'll take it. Actually, we're probably not going to be able to do that because their government form does not have a monarchy. And it says here that they need to have different, I mean, the same religion. But I thought we did that with the Catholics up here. So I don't know if it just has to be Christian or not, if it matters or not. But it's not going to matter anyway, I don't think, because of their stupid government form. I'm not sure we're going to be able to actually do that. It's kind of a bummer. Let's see what it says here. Relation action, or no, it's under influence action. So they would have to have military alliance, relation of same religion. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably worth a try at least. We'll see. I'll keep improving relations when I can. Damn it, more rebels. It's problematic because my military is still extremely weak, so kind of bummed about this. I don't have money to really increase maintenance as high as I need to. And I definitely don't have the troop level, and we're going to end up lose a bunch more troops. It's going to take forever to actually get back up to full strength here. That war was pretty costly against Crimea. Not going to lie. And it kind of backfired in a way, because it seems like they're going to get broken up into countries that I'm not going to be able to take over quite so easily. So, a little bummed about that, but we'll see what happens. We're going to give them like a couple months of high military maintenance, so hopefully we'll be able to have high enough morale to really crush these guys fairly easily. But it's costing a ridiculous amount of money. At least we freed up everything over there, so that's good news. This is a real struggle at this point, just rebuilding. Not much going on here. And it looks like the Ottomans kind of only took one province, so that's alright. And our turn to be fighting Crimea is coming up in like 3 years, but it's going to be hard to have our military in any condition with these rebels happening every 5 seconds to fight much of anybody. But hopefully we'll have at least 2 armies that are ready to go, because their military should be pretty weak by then still. Weaker than ours, at least. Looks like the maintenance is helping here quite a bit. Alright, so first things first here, I want to get this annexation going here while we have to wait for the diplomat to come back. There we go. Annex vassal. That's fine. And I want to get ready for this war now. The good thing is they still have a truce with the Ottomans and everybody for a while. So I'm working on fabricating. These claims expired, so I'm working on fabricating some new claims. I don't really know why they expired. I wasn't paying attention, but they did. So I think what we'll do is pull this army back here, move the first army up, and we're going to move the second army up as well. And we'll be in a pretty good position to take some of this stuff in a couple minutes here. Their military is very weak. They have no allies. I should probably see who's in this coalition against me still. Let's see. Coalition, where are you? Well, it's just them. Coalition of 1. That's not much to worry about. And actually, I want this army over here. Nah, we'll leave them there. They might help. They might help get that conversion done. That is slowed to a crawl for some reason. I don't know why exactly, but hopefully having a army there will help a little bit. So the idea here is I at least want to take these 2 provinces because that will cut off Lithuania. I would really like to probably cut off the Ottomans as well if possible. I doubt we'll be able to annex the whole thing because it's fairly big still. But we'll get a border with Genoa as well, which means that we'll be able to not only try to take these 2 provinces, but we'll be able to hopefully get into a war indirectly with Lithuania because they're still with Austria and Poland and Denmark. So I'm hoping we won't draw everybody else in to that war, and we'll be able to just kind of break up their alliance then and finally start eating up Lithuania. That would be pretty cool. So I'm going to wait a little while to get everybody into position here. Make sure we're ready to go. Our military has not really recovered yet, but I don't think it's going to be too big of a problem just because it's a small country. They're going to be on their own. So I think we got this. Oh, this sucks. Legitimacy or stability? Let's lose the stability. Do I have the stuff to recuperate that? Yeah. My legitimacy is already worryingly low, so I don't really want to do that because we're going to lose some legitimacy when we integrate what's it called, Gotland into the empire as well. So what's our navy looking like? Because we're going to be inheriting some of their stuff here. I got more cultural conversions done. Everybody up here is now Russian except for this, which we're working on, so that's good. I probably will Russianize all this stuff if I get it from Lithuania as well. I'll have to think about that. But for now, how long is this going to take? October. Okay, integration is slow process. There we go. And what do we get from their navy here? We got 2 galleys. That's amazing. Well, I really wish that these Finns would get their independence. That would make my day. I'm going to send the navy up there to join those guys, I guess, for now. Actually, they can just join the main navy. Where's the main navy? And these troops are just kind of stuck over there for a while, I guess, because I don't have any transports. I should probably build some transports, but I'm trying to save up money to pay back loans. In fact, I think we can repay one of my loans right now. Where are they? Repay loan. Let's repay the first one. Start getting that monkey off my back here. The economy is recovering. Everything's kind of getting back to where it should be, which is good. Whose navy is that? Where are they going? I thought that was my own navy. I was like, what are they doing though?